Hello, modern Canadian living enthusiasts. Welcome to the first of many chicken and winter care tips. As you can see, the ladies are inside their run. We do have plastic and covering on almost all sides. We will be covering the back. We did leave it open just for a couple of days to allow the ground here to dry out with the snow and the weather that we've had recently. We wanted to make sure that the ladies are in a dry environment. Which brings us to our first tip. Chickens need to be in a dry environment. Wetness, mud, muck, other things can make them sick, can give them diseases, including bumblefoot and many other ailments. So we want to make sure that they are on dry ground. As you can see, we put down some straw for some extra warmth and comfort. Everybody does a little bit different. Some use sand, but we use straw here. And that's Ghost, confirming everything I'm telling you. When it comes to the plastic, we want to make sure that we fully enclose. As I mentioned, we will be closing up the back to prevent any drafts. Drafts are deadly to chickens. Chickens do need ventilation, but that is different than what a draft is. So a draft is air moving across an area, going from there, say out the back because it's open, versus the ventilation would just be the air coming in up top, circulating along the top and going out. You want to avoid drafts when it comes to winter care for your chickens. Make sure that they don't get sick, that they're warm and comfortable. And when it comes to their heat, do not supplement adult chicken heat in winter. One, due to risk of fire, especially with some of those heat lamps. If they get knocked over, as birds can fly, and Ghost just let me know that they jump around too, they can knock over the heat lamp, which could cause a fire, could cause many other problems. The other thing we need to keep in mind is chickens have little furnaces inside them. That's right, I bet you didn't know that. Inside Lucky right here, right in the middle of her, if I had x-ray vision, I'd show you, there is a mini furnace. Every single chicken has one. To keep them warm, all we need to do is keep the furnace fed. We do that by giving them a balanced feed. Supplemental heat may seem like a good idea, but if at any point in time that supplemental heat fails, your chickens will not have acclimated to the cold weather and can then, well, they can get sick, they can get diseases, they can get ailment, and it just goes downhill really, really quickly with chickens. So when it comes to heating, make sure that you've wrapped your run, keep out the drafts, but do not add supplemental heat for adult chickens. As long as they have a draft-free area, they're kept from the wind, and you give them a balanced diet with their feed, they'll be fine. They actually do better with cold weather than they do with hot weather. Heated waterers are a must, as we've talked about in our previous videos. We will have many more chicken care tips for the winter season, as these Canadian chickens know what they're in for. Some of them it's their first years, others, like Bernadette back there, she's seen the white stuff before, and it really doesn't bother her, to be perfectly honest. She was one of the girls that was outside last year. Unless it was a blizzard, she'd be out walking around in the run in the snow. As always, if you want to see what we get up to here on the Modern Canadian Living channel, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on those YouTube notifications, follow us on Facebook. There's so much left to see and do.